In Canton, Ohio, a police officer had pulled over a man driving through his neighborhood for a routine traffic stop, and during the stop, officers claimed that they spotted an open liquor bottle, causing them to forcefully pull the man, who was well known in his community, out his vehicle. But doing this would enrage multiple neighbors nearby and cause them to all exit their homes and confront the officers, who were equipped with a K9, leading to the situation quickly escalating, and one of the officers, named Nicholas Casto, to make a decision that would place his livelihood in great jeopardy and potentially cost the city millions of dollars.
Hey, I'm about to put this guy in cuffs. Hey, say one more thing to this dog. Tear it up. You're about to go in cuffs. Go inside, you're going to jail. Go inside. Hey, he's under arrest. You're not calling the dog. Done. Stop resisting! Stop resisting! All right, hey, come on. Stop resisting! Cuff him up. Yep. Go ahead. Good boy! 6-3.
While the homeowner, whose name hasn't been released, was standing on his property with his family, Costo accused him of taunting the police dog, leading to him being taken down and cuffed before being bit multiple times by the K9. But after being arrested and released, local outrage and calls for the officer to be terminated caused the department to place Costo on leave, as many people, including the homeowner, claims he never resisted arrest, but was tackled and bitten anyways while handcuffed on his stomach, and is planning to sue for an excess of over $2 million in damages for wrongful arrests, medical bills, and emotional distress. In Houston, Texas, a woman named Ebony Ponce had arrived at her apartment complex when she realized that she couldn't find her key to get in, and therefore decided to climb through the window in order to get inside. After someone would notice this, they would call police and report a break-in, causing 2 officers to arrive on edge, as they were expecting a home invasion to be taking place, which would eventually lead to Ebony being shot multiple times in her own apartment.
Sheriff's office! Shots fired. Go down. Charles 12, we need people. Shot fired. Step down. Go inside your house!
Fortunately for Ebony, she managed to survive after being struck 5 times and is currently pursuing legal action against the department. while the 2 officers have been placed on administrative leave while their actions are reviewed by the district attorney and sheriff's office. In Detroit, Michigan, a woman was attacked by a mentally ill woman after leaving church, causing a fellow member to call police and let them know what had happened. And after police would arrive, the pastor of the church named David Bullock would approach one of the officers who was talking to the victim of the attack and asked him why he needed all of her information, causing the officer to get irritated and repeatedly warn Bullock to not interfere. But when Bullock refused to comply, he would eventually find himself in handcuffs, which would quickly upset both him and his congregation and cause them to quickly turn on police.
What's all this for? What's all what for? This information. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm asking. I mean, what do you mean? She was assaulted by this lady. Wouldn't you think that if I completed a police report, I would put the victim in there? Well, just ask. I can have the right to ask. You have the right to ask, but you're also interfering with my investigation, so I'm going to ask you to step aside now, please. I don't. You're going to step aside because I'm trying to get an interview here, and you're interfering with that. Then you're going to be arrested. Arrest me. Okay. Sarge? You really need to come to all this?
I asked what was that for. They're from out of town. They're guests of the
Yeah,
church.
and I'm taking care of it.
I just asked.
And you're interfering with me talking to these people right now.
You're out of
Do we
town.
have to?
Yeah,
We don't want to press charges.
Yeah, but I still have to. Will you stop? I'm trying to talk to them and see what happened to get this figured out.
Ready to hit me or something?
Yeah, I'm ready to hit you.
I mean, you're really aggressive.
I'm pointing. I need you to step back. You don't like it? If you keep resisting, you're going to go to jail. I need you to stay on this side of the street. You're not welcome over here while I'm doing my investigation. I understand that you don't want to press charges, but I still have to put it down because she's getting charges pressed against her. Cuff him. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Step up, dude.
I'm trying. Okay.
I'm trying to step up.
Go ahead. He's good.
That girl is mentally sick. She was out here hitting people.
I understand.
Pastor, you got to get out of here, though. We need you. So, cooperate, okay? We handle this.
Don't tell me to cooperate. I didn't do anything. No. You tell them to stop being. This is called racism. Don't tell me to cooperate. Don't tell me to cooperate. You tell him to act right. Don't tell me to cooperate. I didn't do anything. I asked him why was he taking the address of a woman from Virginia. What was the point of that? They're not pressing charges. I asked a simple question. Don't you ever tell me that. You need to tell him. What y'all need to do is y'all need to open this door. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to open this door. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all the scariest I ever seen in my life.
He said he might let you go.
He ain't no fucking Mike.
I know.
If he don't fucking let me out this car, it's gonna be a problem. You need to call the mayor.
After continuing to interfere with the investigation, Bullock was arrested and charged with obstruction of justice, and after the case was reviewed, it was quickly determined that despite the backlash, the officer had done nothing wrong. In San Diego, California, a police officer named Anthony Hare arrested a woman who had a warrant out for her arrest, and while transporting the woman to the local jail, Hare would turn off his body camera, pull over, and enter the back of the patrol vehicle with the woman after she had made multiple sexually explicit statements. But after entering the back, the officer would accidentally lock himself inside with the woman, leading to him needing to call another officer to let him out.
Don't say that right now. No, I said don't say that right now because everything's being recorded right now. step out of the vehicle for me? 114 yellow. What code for? Okay, hold on. Let me turn my camera on. She's code 4? She's code 4. Okay. So yeah, let me turn this off real quick.
After spending an hour in the back seat with the woman, Hare would eventually be let out before later being questioned and asked to explain how exactly he managed to get stuck in the back and what his reasoning was for going back there.
You want me to see how she was laying down, or
how you ended up inside?
so she was laying down. Her face was over there, and then I was just like kind of right here. I was like, well, at first I was like, hey, wake up. I was like, hey, you okay? Blah blah blah. She did like, so her head was facing towards that way, and then so this is when I was shaking her, and then this is when I went in. But then I don't know if I had my hand like this, and then something like that happened, and I kicked it with my foot like that, and then I was in, and then that's I was waking her up like this. I was like this, waking her up. While I was waking her up, I hear the door click behind me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, so yeah, I was like this. And then, when I found out the door was clicked behind me, I positioned myself like this. And I already knew that there was no door handle, but I was just like frantic. I was like, I can't get out of here.
Okay.
And then that's when she was able to sit up here. And then I told her, you can stay there, blah blah blah. And then I was just like hunkered down like this on my side.
After traces of bodily fluids were found on the officer's belt and in the vehicle, it had become increasingly clear what had happened between the officer and the woman, causing Officer Anthony Hare to resign a month after the incident took place. In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, a 15-year-old autistic high schooler was removed from class for allegedly misbehaving and sent to the principal's office, and while sitting in the office, a police officer named Steve Shawless can be seen on security camera placing the boy in a chokehold before eventually slamming him to the floor, knocking out several of his teeth, and unsurprisingly enraging the boy's parents along with many others. Due to the fact that the teen was a special needs student who had not harmed anyone, many felt that the officer's actions were excessive and inappropriate, causing Shawless to be terminated and the teen and his family to settle for an undisclosed amount.